Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Spunkify here once again for MMOBomb.com, and welcome to our first impression gameplay video for Tales of Laputa, a new 2D MMORPG that's based in the browser that's being published by Game321, same company that publishes Pocky Ninja, Pocky Pirate, all of those lovely 2D browser games available today. Now, I'm going to spend about 10, maybe 15, checking the game out, making my usual style of commentary. If you guys want to learn more about the game, I highly suggest you check down below at MMOBomb.com for the full game profile. Now, you may be wondering, Spunkify, why aren't you showing me the character creation screen on this? You know, that's what we do in every MMORPG. And the fact is, you can't really show it. Once you actually create your character, it automatically logs you into the game if you choose that particular server over and over again. So you really can't have multiple characters, it seems, at this point, on the same server. Now, in terms of what you're missing with the character creation screen, you're not missing much, if anything. There are 6 classes available in the game: the Warrior, Mage, Sniper, Wizard, Assassin, and Priest. They're pretty much all self-explanatory in the sense that they all do what you would expect them to do. There are healing classes, DPS, you know, there's close range, sort of like roguish class, which is the Assassin. The Warrior is your standard, you know, melee, DPS, etc. And then me here as the Wizard, I deal a lot of course, magical range damage, although I'm not really sure what the difference between a Wizard and a Mage is. Other than that, the gameplay itself is extremely generic. I mean, I almost feel like somewhere in China, wherever these games are made, they just sit around, they use the same engine, and they're like, okay, what can we now make that's different from the last one, but still uses the same assets? So if you notice here, I'm not actually moving around or anything. I can move around, don't get me wrong, I can click on the screen and move where I want, but in general, what I can do is just let the game play for me. In fact, if you notice up here, here are my skills for the combat. Normally, the way combat works is you choose your character skills, and then you also get a pet too. One of the main aspects of the game is the ability to accrue pets, get pet eggs, or just capture pets in the wild. I think I could capture a Gale Wolf if I wanted to. But once you've captured your pets, once you have all those things, you don't really even have to participate in the combat if you wanted to. What I mean by that is, just like the automation in terms of picking up quests, picking up items, etc., that also carries over into the combat as well. And let's go ahead and show you how that works. Now, once I get into combat here, which I undoubtedly will, looks like I'm just walking around trying to find combat right there, I can hit auto here, and I'm not even holding my mouse on the keyboard right now. I am just waiting for it to completely do everything for me. And once it's done, it automatically passes me back, and I can finish the quest and get my rewards. This game is very hands-offy, which is something that we've seen in a lot of foreign MMOs, particularly China-based MMORPGs, in the sense that I don't even have to move my mouse. I can keep it exactly where it is on the screen. I can pick up new quests. Is it really important to read the quest? Well, the text itself is sometimes very poorly written. But you don't really have to do anything. You can kind of just wait here, let the combat sort of take its place. Now, I can cancel it if I want to, and after canceling the combat, I can choose my individual skills. I really, honestly, the skills themselves sort of have different properties to them. Some of them are AoE based, while other ones are more single target. But in general, at least right now, at level 18, which is what I am right now, you don't have to really worry about what you choose. There's even the ability to have the game automatically pot for you or give you potions at certain intervals, so you can make sure that you don't lose any of your HP or any of that once you get down to a certain amount. It's really hands-off, and it seems like something that's very popular with foreign MMORPGs, but I'm not sure why developers continue, especially foreign developers, continue to create MMORPGs like this unless they're just trying to appeal to the foreign market. You know, maybe these are still very popular in there. The game really tries to get you to just keep the game open at all times. And what I mean by that is you can actually go into a meditative state whereby as long as you keep the screen open, your character will gain passively some experience. Now, I have to choose an ability for both my main character and my pet at the same time so they can choose. So you can choose who do you want to attack. You can choose one person to attack a different character because you can have obviously multiple enemies on the screen at once. I am the commander of Slims. Okay, go ahead and get some experience and skill points there. And look at that, level 19, and little fox baby pet is level 19 as well. Now you can, like I said before, get different pets. They have different abilities, and they level up separately as well. the combat in terms of how you actually get into combat, it sort of works like Pokemon, where you walk around and you just kind of like find yourself in battles. So you don't have to go up to mobs at all. In fact, I haven't actually seen any open world mobs. You just kind of like encounter them. If we go up to my pet really quickly here, I can pull up my pet, and you'll see a little fox baby pet here. I can rename him if I want, but that name is just so hilarious, I'm going to keep it right there. You can do different things like enhance him. You can have up to 5 pets, it looks like, or 5 per page. And I can click enhance pet here, and there's several different sort of pet enhancements I can do. Now, one of them is the pet synthesis, whereby you collect these little white dolls, I guess, white pet subs. And if you get 4 of them, you can place them in here along with your pet. Hit the synthesize here, and it does boost that pet's attack, its HP. Look at all these extra little numbers just flying on the screen there. So you can sort of upgrade your pets. You can give them new talents. You can upgrade their skills, etc. Here are all the pet skills that I have currently. Claw Smash, which is the primary one they get, along with Assault and Blowing Sand. Now these are just general ones. You can have different sort of skills pertaining to different types of pet, animal, machinery, etc. So there are several types of animal or pet styles that you can play, but this is very familiar and very common in almost any foreign MMORPG these days, especially browser-based ones. This whole sort of layout and actually the UI itself is very familiar. I mean, you've got everything over here where you can open up boxes, get new items, you know, get an online gift pack every so often. So it kind of just enforces that the player should keep the screen open at any time in order to accrue these passive rewards. You notice on here a total meditation time. So because I actually haven't been clicking on anything or moving my character, it goes into this meditative state and actually grants me bonus experience. Now you mentioned down here, or it shows down here, there's the bonus VIP experience. And of course, this game does have a very high pay-to-win aspect to it. And I don't really know why developers do this. I don't know who keeps playing. I mean, there's a lot of people on the screen right now. There's a lot of people who keep playing games like this. And I'm not sure what they find so entertaining about it. I mean, if we even just look on the screen here, let's go ahead and just accept these quests. We're dealing with the 2.5D here, and the side screens can't even render out in the entire graphics. They're all muddy in the corner there. There's absolutely like no excuse for developers just continuing to make games like this. I mean, this 2013. We have games like City of Steam, other MMORPGs out there that are quite possibly really good in the browser. You know, Unity is really making a good push for browser-based MMORPGs that are of high quality. The Unity engine, I should say. But I am just really disappointed that we still have games like this coming out, and you know, players are still spending money on these games. That guy has, oh no, it's a pet. Okay, I was like, that's weird. Look like a guy with this like snake body. All right, so of course I can click City of Sky here, automatically travel over there and talk to them. Pretty much the only thing that you have to do in this game is click the finish button in order to finish quest. It even equips new items with you, etc. Speaking of items, you can of course change your character. You can buff your items. You can add new enchantments to your items. What you would expect essentially out of all the customization options offered in other games. But in reality, I mean, why would you do this? In terms of actually upgrading your abilities themselves, here, like Ghost Skin right here, I can learn. It requires skill points along with gold. So in this case, it requires 2,500 skill points and 500 gold to do that. I've got plenty of both of those, so I can just hit learn here. And now I got Ghost Skin, which permanently raises all resistance by 200 and speed by 14%. Now, and you get skill points, of course, from leveling up, doing quests, and gold as well. The gold itself, you actually can buy in the cash shop. So if I hit here, you can buy what's called ingot, which is essentially a cash shop currency, which allows you to then convert that to a gold amount. There's all kinds of stuff like that available in this game. And it's no surprise to me, honestly, because it seems like this is the same kind of games from developers like Pocky Ninja and Pocky Pirate, where they just enforce basically as much, you know, automation as possible in the game, and players can basically just alt-tab or just have it in another window playing itself. You could even run a script essentially and just click finish over and over again. And I would suspect, because I've only been playing for 10-15 minutes, that a level 20 character, you know, you're probably getting up to levels 100, 200, that kind of thing in terms of what you have available. Some people still like this game style. I honestly don't find any type of enjoyment. Although the puppies are pretty cute. I think those little hounds are fairly cute. Alright, so I did get a new ability, but it looks like I didn't actually put it on my bar, so I can't use it yet. But I'll probably be able to kill all these things quite quickly here. Let's see here. This does, I mean, look at it. It says, description, attacks one target to cause 120 basic attack damage. These are like the same. I don't, what's the difference between one costs 96 and the other one costs 54 MP. Now, after a while, if you don't actually choose a skill or anything, or you don't choose a skill for your opposite character, it will automatically just sort of move the turn around. So there is a time limit, as you can see, 18 seconds. So you can't, you know, just wait forever. But honestly, I can imagine most people are just going to, at least in the lower levels, I don't know how difficult it becomes at higher levels, but at least in the lower levels, people are just going to like have everything automated and have everything done easily. And I mean, I guess if you want to like really pay attention to the quest line and storyline, you can do so. In terms of the storyline itself, it's the typical storyline of killing demons. The land is filled with that, and it's a mixture of magical and mechanical beings that you work together. Some of your pets that you can get are obviously robots, and there are quite a lot of pets that you can actually accrue, and there's a lot of pet customization. That is one thing that this game possesses quite a large deal of. A lot of different pet systems that you can upgrade, same with your items and your character itself. Bring open the skills. I don't really know how I should put that. Let's go ahead and just wear that now. I can just, little prompts come up here to actually wear that. Friends, everything else, here's the enhancement like I mentioned before. So you can upgrade your items individually by just dropping them over there, and then having these particular types of stones, star stones I guess you could say, which allow you to upgrade whatever you're using. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that because I can, and it looks like it upgraded it a little bit more than half a star. So I guess that's the most or the maximum that you can upgrade it, and I can upgrade it 9 times because I have 9 stars. So why don't we just go ahead, I'm gonna auto add stars there. Why not? And let's see what happens here. So it automatically adds stars. I can automatically accrue as much as I want, and I've used up as many as I can. Now it actually requires 2 or maybe 4 actually to do so. So I've upgraded 2 complete stars. As you can see there, there's things like creating gems, slotting gems. You can even make slots on items that don't have any slots for gems, and remove them, etc., etc. So there's a fair amount of customization in terms of your gear, but in MMORPGs like this, there's always that. There's always that element of just, you know, time sink, just, you know, accruing more and more gems to get higher and higher level, to get more and more powerful. It's like exponential, really. And let's go ahead and use this empty bottle. Now, one thing that I want to quickly touch on is the music. It seems like the game uses about a 30 to 40 second time looped music piece, maybe every other zone or so, but in reality that's all you're going to hear the entire time. You know, you don't really hear any type of extra sort of, I don't even know how to call it, you don't hear anything else other than the usual sort of music in the open world. You do occasionally hear some people like leveling up or what have you, but if you notice, everything you're going to basically hear here is just that little small time loop that loops over and over again. And keep getting new rewards, keep going and killing different things. Now, there are dungeons in this game. At level 25, which I'm level 21 right now, you can do the first dungeon. I am not sure what exactly it entails in terms of if you have to have a full party. I would hope so. At least they could add a little bit more of a MMORPG aspect to it, so that you're not just sort of leveling next to people but not being involved. It's kind of unfortunate because they have this battle system here whereby everybody sort of does this turn-based thing back and forth, but you're alone. You're not with other people. Alright, so it looks like I've learned the second Shadow Abyss, so I can just learn that and get the new rank. When you actually go and you have to kill certain types of enemies, the system will actually path you back and forth in a certain area until you just sort of have them appear, you know, have those monsters spawn. Very Pokemon-esque like. You can also put your pets into sort of like guild pet houses. What those essentially allow you to do is level up a pet passively while you train a different pet. So you don't even have to like use it in battle. Essentially, it'll just stay in a certain area, level up itself, and then you can go back and pick it up at any time. Alright, so Pool of Faith to click water. Alright, we'll go ahead and get that strange water lily here. Don't even have to click anything. And then go back to Gerard here. Open Coliseum at level 22. Let's see if we can actually see what that is. Perhaps that is something a little bit different here. Level 22, just like that. Coliseum Challenge. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and do... Alright, so it looks like I have to fight all these things, so I'm going to click Challenge here. We'll see what actually happens. So it looks like this is like a pet battle system. Your pet essentially automatically fights something else. And there's the victory. Oh, that's actually quite a lot of experience. 410. This pet is lost. Hurry up and challenge. So I can challenge all these different things here. I think these are other people's pets, which is quite interesting. So you actually can challenge other players using just pet battles. I don't know which pet's mine though, because they're basically both the same. I would assume this is my pet here. My pet's getting his butt kicked. Look at this. Come on, keep dodging that. Oh, he didn't dodge enough there. He just keeps using the same ability over and over. Oh, he double attacked there, but he's so low. He's going to get taken out. So I failed. Got 205 experience. Game over. Work harder next time. So you can't actually, fight other people's pets and what have you. I'm already going into this meditation mode. But really, guys, that's all I'm going to really talk about in this first impression video. If for some reason you want to learn more about the game, go ahead and check down below at mmobomb.com. Until next time, Spunkify out. Later, guys.